master, stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse first. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang, gang, gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? Together was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay silent. I could ever be the hardest, big time. Like the wireless, real shine. Like the women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay silent. I could ever be the hardest, big time. Like the wireless, real shine. Like the women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. 25 yards that time.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
The slot man in motion right. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. First carry for James Conner. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run. Second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Conner. And Conner going to pick up a Cardinals first down as he'll get this up past the 40.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now Murray. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Murray now. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Now a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Murray going to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Murray now to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Now a 2nd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run here with Conner. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
To throw now, here's Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Baron Browning drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Daniel Whelan now. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's got this down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Murray. Oh, wide open receiver. It's Harrison. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Throwing again, Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown. Trey McBride from 17 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Love looking to throw it. That's taken in by Kraft. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Packers at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Slot man moves right. To the air again, Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. At their own 30-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. And it is caught downfield by Harrison. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18. First down, Cardinals. Throwing now is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
After the sack on first down, Murray. And his throw here is incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on third. Harrison will go in motion left. Back to throw now on first down. And this will be swung out here for counter. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun. Love. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Love from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Going back to Love. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He finds his receiver, Watson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Play fake. Here's Love. A complete once again to Watson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Love now. He finds his man, complete. It's Lloyd. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing. Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. McManus's point after is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And Wilson with it, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Murray a give. This is Connor. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Murray now. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Murray. Flush to his right. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. That went out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Following the interception, Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Love.
Able to find his man, Kraft.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. Flushed out right.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Here's Love. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Cards force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Another run here with Benson.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Here's Murray. Going deep here for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Rolling to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Murray looking to change the play here.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Murray going to throw. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Again, they'll throw in Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down. Now Love. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Quez Watkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
42. Packers 28. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 60 yards. The slot man in motion right. To throw now. Here's Love. Over the middle here. It's hauled in by Watson. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Baron Browning able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And it's a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Murray now to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Murray to air it out again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's funny, throughout the season, we keep hearing from different coaches and players about the so-called rules, and it's different for each position. But as a quarterback, throwing across your body is supposed to be a rule that you're not supposed to break, isn't it?
Yeah, and especially with a guy coming. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a two-score game. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Packers are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
In motion, the tight end. To throw, it's Murray.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Kyler going to give this to Benson. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They'll go again with Benson.
Shoves him aside. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Trey Benson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Cards will add to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Packers 42. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go. 19, Charger, 19, back to 60. 7
Love.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And the Cardinals are going to have a first down. And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now Murray steps away. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Murray changing the play. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over, speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posting with my they say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residual.
Ultra ground music, riding in the good, not used. Tighten up, you a loser. I approve. I bet I step and approve. Straight ultra ground, make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come get a wish list. They come get a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come get a wish list. They come get a wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and be a money white. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted her best friend is known around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she likes. She got it done, and I guess they look alright. They call her princess, but she down in every. In and out of DMs, tryna be a rapper. She won't get the W, I skirt off when I see him. I know it's gonna get worse when I start doing Coliseums. Gonna be, I just call it how I see him. Let me clarify, I ain't talking about all women. Some just wanna settle down and have a couple cheering. For all my rapper homies, just be careful while you touring. You meet a pretty girl, but her intentions ain't the purest. I can show you lame.